everybody. So glad you could join us. So, I'm Johara. You're obviously on my channel, and I mostly talk about fantasy because that's my thing. And Robin, you wanted to introduce yourself?
Sure, and I am Robin from the book Wormhole, and on my channel I focus on science fiction.
Awesome. So what are you going to be working on today?
So I think I'm gonna be working on writing. I'm gonna see how it goes, and if I'm not into it, then I'll switch to reading. Because I've been reading a lot more lately and not really writing. So yeah, I've been kind of rewriting my book that I had written last year, but yeah, I'm kind of just at the very start of like rewriting it, and I've had a lot of new ideas for it,
That's
and I
good.
think it's gonna be even better this time.
That's good.
Yeah. How about you?
Fingers crossed. I've actually kind of the opposite. I've been doing a lot more writing than reading lately.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to get back into reading, but I'm gonna be writing today because I have like two main WIPs that I've been working on right now: the Queen of Monsters, which is book 3 in the trilogy, and then the fourth novella in the novella prequel series that I have been
Mm-hmm.
doing. But I'll be working on the Queen of Monsters today. I actually, so a little while ago, I was a little bit stumped on this book, so I ended up doing something I don't usually do because, as you know, I'm kind of in between a plotter and a pantser.
Yeah.
I don't plan everything out, but I also don't plan nothing at the same time, you know? But
Mm-hmm.
I decided to plot every chapter that I had planned, and it's actually been helped this time since I was a little bit stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been rolling a little more smoothly this time around, and I'm hoping to make a lot of progress because I want to get halfway through my book.
Nice. All right. Let's meet these goals.
Let's do it. You want to go ahead and do the first sprint, 30 minutes?
Sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend that time rereading what I had last written because it's been at least a week. But yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So we'll be back at 35.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Okay. Happy sprinting, everyone.
Happy sprinting. Hello. Come back when you're ready.
Hi.
Hi.
How was your sprint?
It went pretty alright. I'm almost done with the scene, which I feel like I've been working on the scene for a few days.
Oh my gosh, that must feel so good. Like nice to finally be able to move on from it.
Yes, exactly. It's like I know what I want to say, and it's just trying to get the words on paper. Isn't always that easy, you know?
Oh my god, tell me about it.
How did your sprint go?
Yeah, I was definitely struggling. I finished reading what I had last written, which was good. But also like I feel like at work today I was like so inspired to write. And then now that I have time to write, like all those like cool new ideas I had are just like stuck in my brain and I can't get them on paper. So so
Okay.
yeah, I think I only got like I kind of started the next chapter and only got like 50 words done there, but I really want to return to the first chapter again and kind of get what I had thought about during work today because I think it's gonna be a cool setup for this new version of my story.
Nice. Hi,
Haven't seen you in ages, Tabby.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Tabby.
Right.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. You can see.
Oh my god, I
oh,
see.
You
Yeah.
kind of see him in the background. You want to bring him up?
He looks so small, so far away. So I was like, is that a baby doll?
He's adorable.
Here's my
So
son.
cute. Oh, is he smiling?
Well,
You look like he. I don't know. Maybe he's just.
who are these? You see the people? You like people. He's waving.
I love babies.
That's cute. He's so
But yeah,
cute.
well, thank you. They say bye.
I
Have fun
mean,
playing.
So, Tabby, Tiffany, you both started a little bit late. So, do you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk about what you're working on today? Whoever wants to go first, doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure. I'm Tiffany from the Book Skeptic. During the sprint, I was watching a show, which is very typical for me. I actually read a book later last week. Finally, like it took like a month for me to finally read. So hooray!
woo!
Yay!
That's awesome.
And I'm Tabitha, or otherwise known as TM Cole, and I'm working on the 5th and final book of my series.
Ooh,
Finally!
that's so exciting. How do you feel to be finishing your series?
Wow, there's a lot of emotions there actually. Where I'm like super excited, you know, I'm kind of like being able to put together all these like plot points and stuff I've been building up for so long. And then also of course like, you know, it's it feels really great to be close to the finishing like a huge accomplishment like a whole series. But there's also actually a lot of like sadness and grief about like, wow, this is gonna be over and like I'll have to say goodbye to these characters. So there's also that, but I keep I keep telling myself that I have more ideas for these characters in the future and it's not goodbye forever. So just yeah. Happy and sad.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I, for one, am excited for your first book as a fan of your other books.
Yay, thank you.
So definitely when you finally publish it, I'll be one of the first people to buy it because I'm so ready for it.
Well, that's super exciting. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we have several comments we're a little bit behind on, so let's dive into them. Hello, Adam. So glad you could join us. What will you be working on today? Hello. Thanks for joining. That took forever and a day just to use the chat. I didn't have a YouTube channel. That was me. Okay. I'm working on a new sci-fi gay reverse harem story. I'm in space.
In space! I love that. Oh my god.
That's definitely what Robin usually writes. All space.
I'm super into it. Yeah, be gay in space.
Working on my Vincent WP. We're at the Witches Circle. Nice. I love everything witches. Hi, Tina. Glad you could join us. What will you be working on? Hi. Hello. Can't stay. Family stuff, but it's good. Love it all. Well, thank you.
Evening.
I'm working on a cyberpunk noir thriller, New Ground. Nice.
Exciting.
579 words. I didn't
It's a
start
lot.
right away though. That's still good. That's very good.
I got 50 done, so yeah, it's like 100 times.
About 50 done too.
Yeah. 10 times what I did? Yeah. Math? Mm.
I didn't count how many words I got, so who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, the baby. I love babies.
He is so adorable.
Thank you. He knows it too.
Yeah, I got it.
Adorable. You can help me type.
Yeah, he looks like he's hard at work there. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
what are
yes.
you working on?
Our favorite thing is to help mommy work on the computer.
oh, you gotta start them young, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, when you're in training.
He knows like he wants to play with like my mouse, and I think he is kind of figuring out that when he moves it, the cursor moves, and
Oh my gosh.
he's figured out like with our TV remotes and stuff, like if I press the buttons, it does things. So we're just getting all sorts of acquainted with technology.
Wow, that's amazing.
So what scene is everybody trying to get through?
Right now it's sort of a transition scene. Like I had a big plot point just finish up, and I'm about to head move on to the next sort of big plot point, but there's a little bit of transition that needs to happen. Like some characters need to process some stuff, and maybe just like process stuff basically. Yes, thank you for your contribution.
I feel like he's like actively participating, which is like the best part. Like he's so focused right now.
Yes.
For me, I'm working on the very first chapter of my book, so I feel like there's so much that like I have to introduce, and that's always like really intimidating. So yeah, I'm trying to like kind of like establish the world, this like sci-fi future, establish like the main character, and kind of like words like what readers are going to be able to expect from the rest of the book. So yeah, I feel like just like a lot of little tiny parts I have to get moving in this. But yeah, I'm really stoked to be writing.
Nice. I'm trying to get through this dream sequence. Kalista has dream sequences every so often, and she is seeing someone who is dead, someone who was her best friend like centuries ago. And she is kind of in a like not a great state mentally, so like she's trying to help her through that a little bit. Yeah, she's going through a lot ever since what happened at the end of book 2.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want the vamps who own the bookstore to play a big role or a tiny role. Interesting.
That sounds awesome. I think they should play a big role because I want to know more about these vampires who own a bookstore.
I really need to clean my room. While doing that, I'll be listening to Up to No Guada by Linda Riley. Nice. Are you enjoying it?
No Guada. Oh. Is that a cozy mystery, I'm guessing, because of the punny title?
Yeah.
Probably. I think so.
That's awesome.
Are you enjoying it or are you just starting it? I am. What's everyone reading right now? If you are reading.
I've been reading like 2 to 3 books at a time lately. So yeah, I've been full chaos mode. So I've been reading a writing book, a nonfiction book on writing by Orson Scott Card. And then an audiobook I've been alternating between A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin, which is kind of like, I don't know if it's officially the book that inspired Harry Potter, but it's definitely like from the 1950s and about like wizards going to school. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and I love Le Guin's work too. She's very, very good. And then I'm also reading 1984 by George Orwell, which I can appreciate, but the writing I'm not too crazy about.
I found it slightly hard to follow at times.
It's very info dumpy, which is kind of my issue with it. Like, the ideas are very brilliant, but the way it's like executed, it's just like, okay, let me take the page to explain this about the world, and the main character feels too self-aware. You know, he doesn't feel like a character. He feels like, oh, this is just the author.
Yeah, just
talking
like,
through
yeah,
him.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested to hear what you think when you get to the end after
Ooh.
basically the climax. It's kind of wild, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts whenever that happens.
Ooh, that's intriguing. I'm only 16% of the way through, so
Right.
Will definitely keep us updated.
yeah, absolutely. But you guys?
Well, I am reading how many books am I reading right now? 3. Audiobook, ebook, and physical book. So I have them all.
Yeah.
The audiobook is the 4th book in Trials of Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
The ebook, which is actually an art copy the author sent to me through via email, which is an indie book called King's Rise. And it's supposed to have like a little thing to do with like the tale of Merlin and all Camelot, all that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then the physical book is I'm rereading Harry Potter the Sorcerer's Stone right now. So
Oh, fun.
Nice. Like I said, I finally was able to read a book last month. It was this book called Woke Up Like This. It's have you guys watched that movie 13 Going on 30?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard of it.
So it's marketed like 17 going on 30. So she's this high school senior, and there's this guy, he's student council president and she's vice president, and like, you know, he stole her position, and so like they're rivals and things. But then when they're preparing for prom, there's this accident, and so they wake up at their 30-year-old selves, and it turns out they're engaged, and so they're kind of figuring things out in life and everything. And there were some good aspects, there were some things I appreciated, but some things, like, it doesn't even come close to the excellence of 13 Going on 30. But it was interesting, and it's nice because the last time I actually read a book and finished it was at the early times of September. So I finally got to reading a book, which is like, hooray! But I don't know. I'm trying to see about finding a new book, but I haven't really found anything. So like, I'm trying.
Currently I'm reading a book called R.I.P. Viola Winkle, which is a play on Rip Van Winkle, the fairy tale, like the guy who falls asleep for it's like a century or something and wakes up in a new time. So it's like a fairy tale retelling of that story, but it's a woman named Viola Winkle, and she, due to certain people's circumstances, she wakes up after 70 years. And it's got like a romance plot, and it's got a little bit of like a Beauty and the Beast vibe to it, because there's like a guy with a curse and all that stuff that is in the story. So it's pretty good. It's by E.P. Stavs. She's an author friend of mine, and yeah, it's been going pretty good so far.
That's nice. Yeah, I started. I'm 6%, and it's amazing. Nice. Glad you're
Awesome.
enjoying it. Yep, it's a cozy mystery.
Nice.
That's
The
the-
main character owns a grilled cheese shop in Vermont.
Aw.
I'm reading a few. Cackle, I don't remember the author name. I've got an ARC version of The Fate of Kings by Jamie Jackson. Nice.
Nice.
Just reading several books at a time. Very chaotic, but we all do it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just have like different, like, I don't know, moods or whatever that you're like, well, I'm going to start this book, and then you're like, I'm not so much in the mood for this one. Let me start this other one, and then before you know it, you're reading 3 books at a time.
For real.
Yep, totally been there. Actually, I mean, I'm actually reading another book, like a physical book right now. That's, oh, he's done nursing, so I'll bring the camera back. But hey, can you grab me the book that's in my box, Alex? Yeah, it's a big chonker.
Ooh.
But it's Empire of Silence by Christopher Wokio. Have you ever read it?
It's on my TBR and I have a physical copy of it.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
do you
it's pretty
think of
good.
it?
I think it's really good. It's very much like Dune. Like I'd kind of say maybe even a little bit derivative of Dune. Like there's a lot of concepts that are very like, I wonder where you got this idea from.
Yeah.
But it does have a lot of its own stuff and like its own world building. And yeah, no, the prose is very like it's kind of like purpley prose, but not in a bad way. Like I like a lot of his descriptions and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm only like halfway through, and I think it'll take me a long time to get through this book, just because it's kind of hard for me to be able to sit down and just like read a book.
Yeah,
Just
I can
even look at
imagine.
this little goob. But yeah, so I've had to renew my rental from the library like 2 times. Do you think they're silly? And it'll probably take a little while longer still.
Nice. Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
on my TBR as well.
Yeah, I hope you like it. I've been liking it pretty much so far.
Nice. Oh yeah, the other day I was reading 6 books. I narrowed it down to 2 and then added 1 more. It's so boring to just read 1 book these days. Yeah, I'm reading 3 and I was thinking about starting a 4th one. And I was like, how about I finish at least one of these books first? That would be nice. But all of them, I'm not even halfway yet because I haven't been in like a huge reading mood. I think I'm in a little bit of a slump, which sucks.
I'm like opposite. I'm like been in a huge reading mood and then kind of a slump with writing, to be honest.
What kind of books is it, Robin? Besides just like sci-fi, like what particular type of sci-fi?
Yeah, I've got like the like dystopian science fiction I'm reading with oh my god, I've told 1982, 84. I'm bad with like numbers, by the way. 1984, yeah. And then I'm reading a nonfiction writing book, and then Wizard of Earthsea is a fantasy book. So yeah, I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. I feel like that's kind of how I've been a lot when I've read multiple books at a time, is there's like at least different genres or at least different subgenres of science fiction. Like previously I was reading a sci-fi romance.
Nice.
Historical sci-fi romance too. So yeah, like, and then I was reading a historical fiction before too. So yeah, usually they're all different genres. So yeah, it is kind of more of a mood thing where like I started 1984 and I'm like, I don't really feel like listening to that today. I want something lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I see you got your haircut. Very cute.
I've had it like buzzed all summer and now I'm letting it grow out a little bit. And then I dyed it orange, which I don't know how easy it is to see in this light, but like,
yeah, I thought it was red, so I couldn't tell. That's so fun for Halloween.
yeah, it looks
Awesome.
yeah, a darker red than it actually is, but in the sunlight, yeah, I wanted to look like Eurythmics. Who's that chick with the yeah? That was exactly what I was going for.
Are you gonna wear like a pantsuit?
I don't have one, but I need one now. Yeah.
Right.
But I was like, yeah, I have like short hair. I wanted to do like a fun color, and then I was like, oh yeah, like I really like how she looked in that one music video.
Nice. I actually plan to dye my hair soon. I have the stuff for it. I just haven't done it yet. I hope to this weekend. Burgundy. I've only sorry, go ahead.
That will look really pretty, I think.
Thank you. I've only done my hair twice in my life, and both times was burgundy, and I love my hair in burgundy, so I figured to do it again. But both times I did it, I lived in Florida, where my aunt, who has dyed her hair like twice a month, every month since she was a teenager, always did it, and I don't know how to do it. So my aunt is gonna video chat, and then we'll tell my mom how to do it so she can do my hair.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So I'll definitely show pictures once I actually do it. We have some more comments. Audiobooks in the car and working around the house. Yeah, it can definitely help. I know I was deep cleaning the house like a week ago, and I was listening to my audiobook as I did it. I am waiting on another arc from one of my Twitter friends as well, as she just finished editing, so she'll probably send it this week. Nice. Fantasy in my bag, biography at my desk, and a friend's fantasy at my family room. Yeah, reading a lot. I feel I should try audiobooks, probably get a lot more work done. Yeah, I'm not that big into audiobooks. So at my new job, you're allowed to listen to music, and I found out recently that you can listen to audiobooks as you work. So I've been getting a lot of reading done that way. I can listen to audiobooks as I work, and I work anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, so that can get a lot of reading done.
Yeah.
I was traveling for work for a few years, 4 to 6 hours in the car every week. Lots of time to listen. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you got a lot of reading done during that time. The orange looks so cute.
Thank you.
It does. My daughter has a burgundy dye. She asked me to do her ends. I'm highlighting over my grays. Nice.
Yeah, I also listen to audiobooks at work a lot just because it gets so dull and monotonous if I don't listen to something. So, yeah, helped me read a lot more than I usually do. But I do prefer physical books.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time I never thought I would listen to audiobooks, and I was always afraid that my ADD wouldn't let me. And there are days where I'm listening to it, I realize I missed like several chapters and I have to go back. I'm like, okay, today my ADD says no. So it just depends on my ADD days. But I have found that it does help whenever I am really busy or whenever I'm working, so I can still get reading done if I'm either in a slump or just too busy and tired to read. Because I know when I first started this job, I was constantly tired from the long hours, and it was the first time I worked in like 2 years, so I wasn't getting anything done, reading, writing, anything. And so on those days, I can just listen to audiobooks at work, and then I'm still getting plenty of reading done. So that can be helpful. Do you listen to audiobooks, Tabby?
Yeah, I think a little more recently than I have been for a while. Like when I go on a walk with the baby, or sometimes like during when he's sleeping or something, I'll just pop my earbuds in and listen. And there's a few audiobooks like a long time ago I had an Audible subscription, and I was getting credits faster than I was listening to books, so I had like a buildup of I think like 5 credits, and so I just got a bunch of books, and I didn't actually listen to them for quite a long time until recently. I was like, you know what, I should probably like listen to these. And I also have like on Goodreads, they have those reading challenges, and I set my goal for 50 books this year, and I was definitely behind. So I was like, you know what, if I listen to audiobooks, that's a book and it counts. So
yeah.
did a couple of those. Mostly like I guess when I was looking for books, I was just on a really big post-apocalyptic kick.
Mhm.
So I just got a bunch of like there's like a zombie apocalypse series that I got, and like another that like, you know, the trend of like the EMP goes off and all the electronics
Yeah.
died in the country, so you know that sort of thing. And like a conspiracy thriller. So yeah, there was a few of those I was listening to recently.
Nice. Have you read the book? I haven't read this since I was like 17. I bought the books to finally reread them, but I haven't. But it's called Rotten Ruin. They're a post-apocalyptic series. Like
Yeah, I remember you mentioning those, and I've had them on my Amazon wish list for a while. So I'm hoping like someday that, well, either I'll just like pick it up or whatever, or maybe my like family or friends will buy it for me for like Christmas or my birthday or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember you mentioning that before, and it sounds like I would enjoy it. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember really enjoying it, but it was such a long time since I read it. I've been meaning to reread it, and I have bought it, but most of the books in the series got destroyed in the fire, so now I'm gonna have to rebuy them.
Yeah, goodness.
Listen at 1.2 or 1.25 speed. Nice.
You're weak. I listened to it at 1.45 speed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you are
Or
so
faster.
Robin.
Wow.
Oh my god. I thought you were
It
talking
depends
like-
on the narrator. Sometimes it feels like they're talking so slow.
Oh yeah, if they're trying to
Other times they talk really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like 1.45 is like the slowest I will listen to an audiobook on.
I think I lately have been. When I first started, I think I did about 1.25 because I was still new at audiobooks. But now I think I've been putting them at like 1.50.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do 1.5. I used to do 1.75 as the regular. And then sometimes I would go to speed if I'm pretty bored. But yeah, I say 1.5 is pretty good without being a little fast. So that's what I like.
yeah.
So what all have you guys been up to? I mean, besides having a whole baby.
That's been my life, definitely. Taking care of a baby. The big learning curve. Otherwise, I guess just very slowly working on my book, and also editing the second audiobook extremely slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of it. Like, mostly just getting used to being a parent, doing a little bit of writing, a little bit of editing, and you know, like hanging out with friends or like family, like normal stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
How old is your baby now? I have no concept of time.
He'll be 11 months in like a week or two.
Oh, he's
like
so
a week.
close to a whole year old.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nope.
god.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but he was born last Thanksgiving, like on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
All like, you know, when there was like talk like during our Halloween sprints that, you know,
Yeah.
the baby was in, so that does make a lot of sense. It's also crazy how fast time goes.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
He's telling us about it too.
He's like, I was there. I remember.
I was there. It was wild, man.
Yeah.
What about Robin? It's been forever since you've been on these.
Yeah, I feel like book 2 has kind of been lowered as a priority for me lately, so I apologize for not updating as often, and especially haven't been able to do the sprints as often either. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still kind of trying to reinvent my booktube channel to make it like be something that I'm happy with doing, since wrap up videos I didn't really like doing the last few months I had done them. So yeah, that's still been kind of a work in progress. And other than that, like, I've been trying to focus more on my writing. I've gotten a lot more writing done, not book wise, but I've written like maybe 10 short stories. So that's been huge for me. And yeah, like kind of just like trying to develop my craft more as a writer. And editing too. I've done a lot of editing jobs. So yeah, I've kind of shifted to be more of of a writer than a book reviewer, even though I still love book reviewing. There's still so many books I read this past year that like I absolutely want to gush about.
Yeah.
But I just haven't had the time to really sit down and do it. I also like I feel so bad I don't have a good like setup for filming still, even though I've been here for a while. Like I still don't have a desk. So like I really want to like kind of dedicate like a little part of my room to have like a really cute filming setup, and I think that will make me feel a bit more motivated to do booktube videos rather than just kind of sitting in a corner of my room and filming from that area.
Yeah. Well, for me, things have been pretty crazy since lately. Finally, after a very, 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 very long time, I finally got a job. So I started last week.
Yay! That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you. So it's been interesting. The first couple days, I was like, I'm dying, send me home. But now, which is nice. And it's nice because, well, it's been interesting, you know, even though I'm a part-time worker, it definitely feels like it's really, but I finally got a break. So I have 2 days off. Today's day one, and tomorrow I have another day off. So I'm like, yay, I got my own weekend, even though everyone else is working. But so that's been pretty nice. And I don't know your guys' opinion on Taylor Swift, but I did go to the Eras Tour movie that came out. So that was really nice to get, you know, the swag poster and the baton and like the cup. And I'm looking forward to that Hunger Games prequel movie. Are you guys gonna see it in November?
I haven't read the book and I don't plan on it, but I do think I'm gonna go see the movie.
Same here.
don't think so.
Book, no interest. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think I've heard like something very brief about it, but I didn't know there was a prequel book. I think I just barely heard about the movie very recently, and it kind of barely went on my radar.
Robin, did you get to watching that movie that was out in theaters, Bottoms?
I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
It is amazing. It is such
Oh
a
my
good
God.
movie. You have got to see it. It
I
is
was
so
really skeptical because it kind of looked dumb from the commercials, but if you think it's good, then I trust you. So
no, I was gushing about it. I made a whole movie review. I still have got to get back to YouTube. I mean, right now I've been in transition going from not working to working, so it's a work in progress, but yeah, I put a lot of love into that video and talking about how good the movie was. So yeah, no, you have to see it. It is so good. I hope you like it. Like, all these people have talked about, have sung its praises. Like, it's really that good. So you gotta
okay.
get...
That's reassuring. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll make it my homework to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am slowly getting back into YouTube now too. I'm starting to update more, which for a little while there, I was really only doing TBRs and wrap-ups, which even then sometimes I missed because I just wasn't updating much. But I'm starting to actually be active on YouTube again, which is nice. And I have several, and yesterday I had written down several ideas for my booktube and my TV channel, so yay. I'm excited to get some of those done. I just have to, actually do them, but I have them ready to do whenever I'm ready for them. And one of them is for my TV channel is to do a movie review for the new horror movie Totally Killer. Have any of you watched it yet?
I haven't heard of that one yet.
Seen it. I just watched it a night or was it last night? Either last night or the day before last. What'd you think?
I loved it. I did like the day or two afterwards. I got my mom to watch it with me, so it was so good. She really enjoyed it too. Basically, if you haven't seen trailers or anything, um, 35 years ago, there was this serial killer who killed 3 teens all within 2 days of each other. It started on this one girl's sweet 16th birthday party, and then it ended on Halloween night. And then it's 35 years later, and then the main character's mom gets murdered. So she ends up going back in time to try to stop the killings. Um, and it was really insane, and there were some twists that I did not see coming, and it was just really good.
Yeah, I did enjoy some aspects, and I do plan on talking about it in a review. There were, but for me personally, I do think there were some weaker points, and like I've seen, now I know it wasn't just Blumhouse that made the movie. I know it was MGM as well. You know, they showed it for the studios that made it. It's just I have seen their lighter horror movies, and I just think they've done better in the past, especially with like just my personal opinion, the way they were treating the killers or killer, however you want to go about it. I just personally feel like there could have been better choices, but I did like how they didn't glamorize the 80s. Mm-hmm. Commonly, that's usually how it goes when they talk about the 80s nowadays. So it's kind of interesting to more show like, yeah, there's so many things that you wouldn't see nowadays. So I think there were some good aspects. Just me personally, there were things I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I'm really glad you liked it.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so good, and I really liked the main character. She was fun to follow. Like, she was kind of sassy and fierce. Like, she was just so like not having anyone's crap. Like, when she saw that both her mom and dad were a bit of a jerks back then, she was not having their crap. She did not care that they were her parents technically. She was like, no, what you guys are doing is not okay. And
yeah.
one of my favorite parts was how, because like things are very different than it was in the 80s, and like she realized, just because my mom kept saying during the movie that in the 80s just people did not care, and it was just so true, because like there were like several times like when she was trying to transfer into the school, she was like, don't you have to like look up all of my information to see if I'm telling the truth? She's like, no, here's the schedule, go away. And it's just so funny because she keeps thinking that there's all these securities for all these measures, and there's just really not, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, there were, like I said, some good parts that I enjoyed. Yeah, but I don't know what you guys have been doing, you know, for October for the Halloween season. But me personally, I've been I did watch Totally Killer. That was one of the reasons I watched it. And I've been watching a lot of like the you know, like the Disney Channel style, whether it be the Halloween episodes or the Halloween movies like Twitches and stuff. So that's been pretty fun, you know, watching the Summerween episode of Gravity Falls, things like that. So what about you guys?
I haven't been watching much Halloween stuff, to be honest. I've been like watching some horror movies, but like not exclusive to October. Like I feel like I've been watching horror movies periodically all year. So yeah, I haven't really done anything. Oh, I did go to a wedding earlier this year that was fantasy themed, and like
cool.
Everyone was in like Lord of the Rings elf costumes and wizards and stuff like that. So that was really fun. And I dressed up as a like druid satyr. So that was
fun. Yeah, my mom and I marathoned the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Nice.
Oh,
that was fun. It's been a while since we watched those movies.
Yeah. Another movie I watched that was less of like a kids or family movie was I watched Cat's Eye, the Stephen King movie. Have you guys heard of it?
I haven't seen that one, no.
Yeah, so it was kind of interesting. It was like 3 short stories. It followed this cat, you know, like the cat was the crux of the story. So the cat would go from New York to North Carolina to Virginia, maybe something like that. Now there was one that was like dark, you know, like a subject that you really don't like, you know, kind of a mafia type thing, which I didn't appreciate. Now, the
Mhm.
second story wasn't even that big of a deal. Like, that was the tamest one. But then the third one, it was like, you know, there's like a monster that's trying to steal this kid's breath and so essentially kill him.
Oh,
And
jeez.
the creature that they have, like, I watched Gremlins like 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit longer than 10 years ago. And I was a little kid, so I was like freaked out by it. It kind of had a similar look to it. I really didn't like it. They just kept showing you its face. It's a very demented, gross face. And I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, I don't like it at all. So it was interesting, but it's not like, it's not a movie that was my personal taste, you know. But it was interesting to see a Stephen King thing that I hadn't seen before, because there's a few I've watched. The movie of the movies I've seen from Stephen King the one I really liked was Christine. I thought it was cool with the car and everything.
I haven't seen that one yet, but yeah, I should watch that one. I liked
I
Carrie. That's probably my favorite one I've seen.
What's your favorite?
Carrie.
I have not seen that one yet. Is it worth
Recommend
watching?
it. I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I've only seen the original Carrie and the original It.
I haven't
Mm.
seen it. I don't want to watch
I
it,
saw
though.
I saw the 2017 It. I wasn't a fan of that one. I think. Oh, well, we started watching Cujo, but I just got super bored by it. It was like,
Mm.
you know, they're just stuck in the car, and it's like, I don't want to keep watching. Like, I was already a little bit bored, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done. I mean, I'm not really the horror type person, and I'm not saying in like a scared way, just in like it doesn't interest me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do think Christine was a good movie. I liked it. And now I did hear from my mom that like the book has more detail and gets more into certain things. But I think the movie on its own, like the music, the score of the movie was really good. But there are a lot of aspects of that movie that I did enjoy. So I do recommend that.
You guys want to do another sprint at 20 after?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm
So-
gonna catch up on a few
Yes,
comments.
for as long as I can do it. I think we're starting to get sleepy here.
So how's California been, Robin?
Hot.
I can relate.
Yeah. No, I've been really enjoying it. I've been, yeah, like in out a lot and trying new things a lot. So that's probably been the best aspects of it. So, yeah.
Yay. Have you been making friends?
I have, yeah. I've I mean, I had some friends before I moved out here, so there's like people that I've gotten to know a bit better from that. And then yeah, I've also have kind of made some new friends. There's someone that I've been hanging out with that I'm like, oh, like I feel like this might be my new best friend, I think. Like
Nice.
just because like we see each other so often. So yeah, and it's been cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be doing something. I'm usually like at home all the time, and I haven't really been able to like meet people, but I am actually going to my first football game on Sunday. So I'm very excited about that. So
That's cool. Who you seeing play? Is it school football or is it
it's the Tampa Buccaneers.
Oh,
and
cool.
then-
All right.
Nice.
And then the Atlanta something. I don't know the sports teams, you
Who's
know.
Atlanta?
I'm like,
That's valid. I'm not big on sports either.
Yeah. you know, I actually did a lot
Falcons.
of YouTube searching. It's what?
Falcons.
Oh,
Atlanta Falcons.
okay, so that's
I'd ask my husband. I couldn't remember.
But I actually did a little bit of YouTube research just to see like I know some details of the game, but not by much. Like I only really watched the Super Bowl, but I'm like, okay, how does this game work? And so now I have a little bit of knowledge. It's like, yeah, I'll be ready for the game.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, current narrator sounds like a chipmunk at 145.
They talk really fast then.
Central sounds like a bundle.
It's a lot. It took me a while.
I'll probably watch. I read all
Yay!
3 of the Hunger Games books, and it seems like a
Awesome.
really interesting prequel. Nice.
Very good.
I read the books after the first movie. I'll be at the theater likely opening night.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. As someone who grew up in the 80s, 90s, you have no idea how accurate that sounds.
Yeah.
This has been fun, but I've got to go.
I'm sure you're gone now, but thanks, Lex, for
Yeah.
joining.
See ya.
The original Carrie still holds up.
Thanks.
I
Nice.
think I only watched it once. It was all right. Didn't
Mhm.
dislike it, but definitely not a favorite go-to kind of thing, you know? The 1990s, The Stand miniseries.
Miniseries.
For that post-apocalyptic flavor. Oh, nice.
Sure. Cool. Yeah.
I need to get out, have fun. Thanks for joining.
Bye bye.
So, ready to do a 30-minute sprint at 50 after?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Or it's moved to 51, so
Happy sprinting, everyone.
happy sprinting. Hello, come back when you're ready.
Hey,
Hi.
how'd it go?
It went alright. I didn't get that much done. So I'm still on the same scene, but it's almost there. It's almost done. I was in the living room with my mom for a little bit. She's been watching Grey's Anatomy for the first time, and I watched it.
Yay!
She just finished the season 3 finale, and she's on season 4, episode 1 now.
Awesome. I'll tell her I say, hope you enjoy.
How are you?
What did I do? I guess I just scrolled through Twitter. That was about it.
Yeah, this scene is almost done. I think Kalista just finally kind of spoke her truth from so much of denial. So, but she's still in that dream sequence and she's about to wake up. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scene will finally be over. Yay! I've been working on the
Yeah.
scene for 2 days. I don't know if you saw in the private chat, but Tabby said she had to go.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
So do you have any videos planned? I know you said you're just getting back into YouTube or trying to get back into it.
Yeah. I think I'll do a couple movie reviews. Like I said, I don't think I'll do a full review on Totally Killer, but like maybe a little mini review. And then I don't know, maybe like a little like life update. What I've been up to, you know, just kind of
Yeah.
have a little something cuz I just have not been really reading, you know? So it's like I can do something but just not like fully like here's me reading because what am I going to be reading? It's just really hard for me to get into it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know I want to do the finally fall tag.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What else did I have? I thought about doing a fantasy recommendation for beginners, which I thought would be nice, and then
Yeah.
a review. Not really review, but like this one can actually go for my book and TV channel because it's about a book and a movie, and talking about why I felt like the School for Good and Evil movie was better than the book.
Yeah, I see. You know, you technically could do it for both channels. That way each
Yeah.
audience can watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Because it is very rare for a movie to be better than the book. But I honestly I still plan to finish the series, which I haven't continued it yet because life. But I do plan to continue the series because I did still enjoy the books. I just feel like the movie did it better, you know?
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Like there's I don't know if you watched the movie or read the books.
No, I haven't. No.
Because there's two main characters, Agatha and Sophie. And first of all, the movie and book, like the main theme is the relationship between these two girls. They're best friends, but the movie did a better job for me to believe that they're actually best friends. The book, it felt so much like, well, in the book, it just felt like Sophie was just so selfish, only cared about herself, was so manipulative, and she was only friends with Agatha for a good deed and stuff, so that she could prove that she's a good person, so that she could be in the
Yeah.
School for Good or whatever. But in the movie, it all felt genuine. Like they were actually friends for genuine reasons. And yeah, she did go a little bit evil at one point, but before then, she seemed like a decent person who actually loved Agatha, you know? And I just
Yeah.
felt like, I felt that connection more in the movie than the book. And the entire thing is supposed to be the connection between these two girls. So yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, that would be a little like, come on, people.
Right. And like I said, the movie just made me like Sophie more than the book did.
Yeah. Is there going to be a sequel or did they not say anything about that?
I haven't heard anything if there's gonna be a second movie. I don't know. I kind of hope so because I would like to see it because since I like the first movie better than the first book, I would love to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
Since it's in that direction, it is a bit better. I would like to see it, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, any movies or shows you've been getting into in the last couple months or anything?
I've been watching a Disney Channel show, The Villains of Valley View.
Cool.
It's on season 2. I think season 2 is still going on. And what else have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy with my mom since this is her first time watching it. And so I figured why not? I just sat down and watched some with her. I mentioned I rewatched all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, most of them at least. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head.
Yeah.
How about you?
I actually should check. You know, I have that list. So let me see. What I've watched recently. I watched Wipeout. Do you remember that show?
I think I've heard of it. I never really cared to watch it.
Yeah, so I kind of got into rewatching that. I watched some of Scooby-Doo, and then the Halloween episodes of like Ant Farm, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, and of course Gravity Falls, and the Twitches movies. Yeah, I guess I haven't been watching that much like this month. I have been so busy with work and everything,
Yeah.
but I watched some, you know.
Yeah. I remembered that the hiatus for the new Monster High TV show is over, so I've been watching the new episodes of those. I think there's like 2 more I need to watch that I haven't yet, but I totally forgot that. I think they come out Mondays, but I forgot about it, so I didn't watch it yesterday, and I just now remembered it, so I have to watch those.
Yeah, cool. I know there's that movie. I mean, I've never played the games, but I thought, you know, because it's a movie that's coming out, I might give it a try. That Five Nights at Freddy's, are you interested in seeing that? It's coming out later.
I'm not.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't really have interest, but I'm kind of like, well, it's a new movie that's coming out. I could give it a review, you know, see if it's any good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen the newer Mario movie?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, a couple months ago. Yep.
Yeah. What did you think?
Well, for me, I really did love Mario back in the day, and sure, there are some things that reference things about Mario, but it's like there were things that were too of today, of like our current times, than actually giving proper homage to the Mario brand and everything. Like the music wasn't there, the voice wasn't there. Like there was just some things, and the plot. I wasn't the biggest fan of the plot, and you know, the events that were going on. Like, I think they did good character design. It looked very much like Mario, but a lot of it I was like, oh, could have been better. But I do think that song that was going viral for a long time, Peaches by Jack Black, was actually pretty good.
I enjoyed it. I'm not very I'm not a harsh critic. No offense,
Yeah,
but
you
can
know
be
me.
a little
You
bit.
know me.
Yeah. For me, I mean, yeah, sometimes there are things I have issues with. But a lot of times, as long as it brought me some joy, I'm pretty good. As long as I had a good time watching it, I don't look too critically at it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's just my MO. Like,
Yeah.
I'm nicer about movies, but like, I have high expectations for things, and when it's not met, I'm not happy. You know, and like, I really want to be pleased, but you
Yeah.
gotta do better, people.
It's just who you are, just like it's who I am. As long as it puts a smile on my face, I'm usually pretty content.
Yeah,
Unless
exactly.
it's just something that really bugged me for whatever reason it is, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Is
it was
Alden coming back?
Huh?
Is-
I don't know. I'll text her and see if she's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I just thought it was a cute little movie. I loved the fight scene at the end. That was a lot of fun. And I loved Mario and Luigi's relationship. I loved how protective Mario was of Luigi.
Is it working now?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very weird to me, man, because, like, my computer almost never has issues, but if I use my phone to do StreamYard, it's like, I got all these issues. It's like, what's the problem? It's weird. You have the same Wi-Fi. Why won't you work?
Yeah.
How's your job, Ben?
It's been alright.
That's good. That's good.
You liking your job so far?
Like I said, it was like a little bit of a transition that I was like, I kind of wanted to just be home. But you know what? I'm getting the hang of it, and it's been pretty chill. A pretty chill environment, pretty nice and clean. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting to it. It's just one of those things where I wish it, the way society is, where it's like, well, everyone's got to work. I just wish it wasn't like that. But, that is how it goes. Did Robin say anything?
No, not yet. She might have just lost track of time. Or
Yeah,
got
who
really-
knows? She might have been busy reading, making a story, something like that. How have your cats been?
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they've been good.
That's good.
Yeah. The kids are getting pretty big.
Oh, sweet. How old are they now? Or do you not know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't keep track for when they were born.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my cat's been doing her typical thing. Sometimes she'll give you love. Sometimes she just wants to be left alone.
Isn't that usually cats?
I mean, it depends on the cat, but I guess that is the typical way, yes. It's just like, why can't there just be love? I guess she left. Or maybe she's gonna try again. Is anyone on here, like, watching us? Or is it like everyone left? Because I don't see anything in the chat.
Yeah, everybody left.
Wow, they were like, okay, we're going to bed. Bye, guys.
They left us alone.
I'm all alone. No one, like that thing from Shrek where Donkey's like, but I can't remember the full line of it,
Yeah.
So how has it been reading or rereading Harry Potter again?
It's been good. I'm not that far yet. I don't even think I'm halfway through yet. But I've been enjoying it. I always enjoy my rereads of Harry Potter.
Yay.
Robin says she keeps losing connection.
Oh shoot. Maybe we're having the same issues, you know? It's like, what is going on? Yeah, I had to restart my phone. That's why I left earlier today. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. Connection issue sucks.
Yeah, there's Oh, what'd you say?
I said connection issue sucks.
Yeah. I was just gonna say one thing that I think is cool is the area where I work. They have like 2 restaurants. I don't know if I've been to one of them. I might have been, but there's one restaurant I want to check out. It's got like pizza and cheeseburgers and things like that. So I'm like, yeah, that could be nice, you know, sometime after working and I just get their food. So that'll be nice sometime.
Nice.
And then tomorrow, even though my dad's birthday is Thursday, we're going to be celebrating with like, you know, a birthday dinner. So that's going to be cool. And I think that's the best option because, you know, I still have a free day tomorrow so I can eat and then I can get started for work the next day without having to worry about anything.
Nice. Did you are you up for another sprint?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I thought we could do at least one more sprint.
Sure.
Okay. So 30 minutes until 40?
Sure.
Okay.
Got too tired, I guess.
Alright. Happy sprinting. Hello, come back when you're ready.
That was a funny little way you were saying that.
How was your sprint?
I guess uneventful. Not too much going on. What about you?
I didn't write the entire time. I was watching a little bit more Grey's with my mom because I was last couple sprints I was feeling very hot and kind of not too great. So I was just kind of relaxing, but I did manage to finish not only the scene I was working on, but the chapter. So I am very pleased with myself because I've been trying to finish this chapter for a few days.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess maybe Robin just couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Why does the system not like us? So do you have any plans? Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Do you have any plans for what you might want to read in November? You know, since we're almost, I mean, we are past the halfway mark, you know, for October.
Well, I'll continue my reread of Harry Potter. I don't know which book I'll be on, if I'll even finish this book, because I'm kind of in a slump, but we'll see. I'm hoping to at least finish Trials of Apollo this month, so
Cool.
trying to think of what well, I've been thinking about finally starting A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I own book 1.
Yay! That was the one we were gonna buddy read. You know, sometimes I get it from, or like I have the digital, you know, library book available. I just have to wait for it to come in. But when I do, I'll say, "Hey, let's start it." I mean, we could also do the thing where it's like you read whenever you get to it, and then whenever my thing is available. But I'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll let you know.
Okay,
that sounds fun.
Yeah. I also know that I'll be better buddy reading another book with a couple other people. It's The Sun and the Star, one of the newer Percy Jackson books. I was trying to finish Trials of Apollo first before reading that. I also need to read The Chalice of the Gods, which is also a newer Percy Jackson book. But they're so new, I'll have to see if they'll have it on Libby or whatever, because I don't have the money to buy them physically at the moment. So I hope to get to those if Libby has them. I also kind of want to continue reading Warriors and Charmed. I want to finish those books, and because I am probably so far behind on my Goodreads, those are also, especially the Charmed books, are so much shorter and easier to read. And there's a lot of them that if I can just read those, then maybe I can catch up.
Nice.
How about you?
What was I gonna say? Like, there were a couple books that I thought maybe fit like the thriller or Halloweeny vibe, but I just don't know. Like, I'm such a mood reader. I have to be in the right mood for it. So
yeah, I get that.
I guess I could try. It's just, even though now I'm decent, I don't necessarily need the audiobook, but I like it. You know, I prefer to have it available to me. When or ebook copy, I'm like, you know, this is my
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Oh, did you hear any of what I said?
I heard you were starting to say something about audiobook.
Oh, I was just saying, even though I don't necessarily need
You cut out again.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm getting screwed over here, man.
You
It's
cut out
not
again.
working.
Well, it's late anyways. Do you want to just end this Brents here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Maybe next time the system will work.
Yeah,
for
I
us.
mean, next time I'll make sure to actually be on my computer because it never fails me. But clearly, the phone is just like, nah, you're trying to work me too hard, and I quit. It's like, wow.
Well, thank you for joining.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got to do this, and I
Yeah,
got
me too.
to share a little bit of a life update before I go back to work in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope you and your mom continue to enjoy Grey's Anatomy. I hope your cats stay good and that your writing, your reading, whatever other content you watch is good.
Thanks. Same to you.
Thanks. All right. Well, I guess that's it. If anyone's still here, tune in for my channel, The Book Skeptic, and also my other channel, The Cinematic Reviewer.
Okay. Until next time.